posted up on the corner back in the day, pitching stones. So now working off your phone. Now working off your phone, trapping throughout the city. Then getting pulled over with 4 or 5 zones. Shortcuts usually lead to longer routes. Will be trapping all day, trying to take a shortcut. Trying to take a shortcut to getting rich. Trying to take a shortcut in life, you know what I'm saying? Sitting there, risking your freedom, risking his freedom every day, you know what I'm saying? Selling this medication, selling that medication, selling this medication, a whole bunch of it. Loving the clout, loving the glory he feels as if the game bring. Hating the drama, but you know, willing to get down with the drama. All to get locked up in, let's say, 3 years into his career. Locked up for about, 2 years. 2 years, you know what I'm saying? First bid, 2 years. Why? Because shortcuts usually lead to longer routes, you know what I'm saying? Boom, get out. 2 years later, met some new people, met some new connections, met some new plugs. This time I got a 5-year run in before he got locked up again. Really ran that shit up. Really ran that shit up trying to cheat the game. You know what I'm saying? Really ran that shit up. Wasn't doing nothing of substance with the money, really. You know what I'm saying? Now you got 5 years to think about it. Shortcuts lead to longer routes. You see what I'm saying? And let's take that guy at the job. Come in the job, brown nose, and just get the job. Just start brown nose and start kissing ass and all this and all that. Start taking on tasks that they can probably do or probably can't even do. Motherfucker get the job and just get to taking on tasks they know they can't do. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to kiss ass and all that. Motherfucker don't know how to drive a forklift from a goddamn go-kart. You know what I'm saying? Hop on that shit. 6 months after getting the job, kissing ass all that time, hop on that forklift, fuck around and drop goddamn some shit, you know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, they fired. All trying to moving, kissing ass in hopes of getting that promotion quicker than anybody else that's been there putting in the work, you know what I'm saying? Now their ass is fired. Kissing ass and snitching on people and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? Now their ass is fired behind one mishap. You know what I'm talking about? Motherfucker, it don't even have to be something like that. Motherfucker just get crossed out within the job. You know what I'm saying? The goddamn boss, he's stitching on everybody and the boss dirty as motherfucker self. Fuck around and cross his motherfucking ass out. Why? Because shortcuts usually lead to longer routes. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, it's crazy. A lot of people thinking they can take these shortcuts in life. It don't work like that, you know what I'm saying? You gotta put that work in. I don't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, let's just take the guy who wanna get them packs with the most weight straight in. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking, I don't wanna be no nickel and dimer out here. I don't wanna be no peddler, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm gonna start out with 4, 5 bows. I'm gonna start out with 10 bows off the rip. My people this, my people that, and they give it to me. Boom, they people give it to them. Next thing you know, they ain't got no clientele for the bows. They ain't got no clientele at all. Or they get a little clientele or start asking around. Next thing you know, they hit upside the head. Rob for all 10 of them. Rob for all 5 of them. Damn, they lost his life behind 10 motherfucking bows trying to take a shortcut. Shortcuts usually lead to longer routes. That guy out there, I ain't spitting game, these bitches. I ain't spitting game. I'm just gonna pay my way. I'm just gonna trick off. Shit, I'm just gonna trick off. Next thing you know, 15 years pass by, they still tricking off, but nothing solid. Now he wants something solid. Can't get nothing solid. Can't get nothing solid now because he sees women in a different light. Behind buying it for so many years, behind paying for it for so many years, then he really ain't got no sauce, really ain't got no game. Because he just felt his only game was, I'll just buy it. I'll just buy it. Now he's sitting there lonely than a motherfucker, still goddamn buying ass 20, 30 years later. 20, 30 years later, or stuck with something he really don't like because he really don't have no game. Just got some in-house and still buying it on the side. Cause shortcuts usually usually lead to longer routes. You know what I'm talking about? Very rarely in life can we take shortcuts and be prosperous. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, it's gonna come that day where we gotta pay for that shortcut or them shortcuts. You see certain guys weave through the cracks. It's certain objections to the rule, but best believe they're paying in some type of way. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what they're paying in some type of way for them shortcuts. And I'm not saying I'm not getting on no ghostly ghoul and goblin shit. Like, nah, but eventually it's gonna be a payment made for taking that shortcut. You know what I'm saying? That's just how life deals the cards. So know and understand, man, if you out here taking shortcuts, that eventually you're gonna have to pay. You know what I'm saying? It really ain't no shorty go down goddamn the DR to get the BBL when she could have just went to the gym and really got it in on a squat rack and had something nice, put that work in. She go to the DR, go somewhere overseas. Not only is she taking a shortcut, but she's taking a risky shortcut down a rocky road. Next thing you know, she's going through it the whole side. I seen one chick like that too. As a matter of fact, I used to chop it up with her up there in that Toronto. Yeah, they man, them white girls love a nigga in Toronto. I ain't even gonna hold you. But yeah, she went somewhere or another that had surgery and about died. And the cold part about it, she was a gym rat actually. Guess she suffered some type of body dysmorphia, but whatever, she pulled through, you know what I'm saying? But shortcuts usually lead to longer routes. She got the body she want now, but she had to go through it. She had to go through hell just to get right, if you know what I'm talking about. Love, hell, get right, you feel me? Shortcuts, you're gonna eventually have to pay. You know what I'm saying? You got that gambler, man, just trying to get rich quick, not trying to put the work in. Just want to get rich quick. You know what I'm saying? And losing all his checks, going to casino, hitting the casino every weekend, losing all his checks, losing all his wife's checks, losing all his girlfriend's checks. You know what I'm saying? Striving to cheat the game. He hit big a couple times, but gave it all right back. Fed the machine again. You know what I'm saying? The machine gave him goddamn 20 grand. He put goddamn 25 back in the machine. Now, busted and disgusted. All type of liens on his property. They looking for his car. Wells Fargo was looking for the car now. You know what I'm saying? Shortcuts usually lead to longer routes. You feel me? So, you know, man, be wary of that. You feel me? Be wary when you taking shortcuts out here if you choose to take some. But at the end of the day, it's nice putting in that work, man. At the end of the day, I ain't even going front. Yeah, I'd like to have a motherfucker give me $1 million. But at the end of the day, if I could grind up that $1 million, I'd appreciate that million more. You know what I'm saying? But who wouldn't? Like, let's be for real. Who wouldn't like to have $1 million handed to him? Like, let's be for real. But If I could grind up that million, that 2 million, man, that shit, no shortcuts, just grind that shit up, hustle that shit up, all off the mind, all off the hustle, man. Listen, yeah, put that work. Ain't nothing like putting that work in and you could say it's yours. Like, take for instance, man, I've been home 4 years and fuck around and bought my own house. You know what I'm saying? When I bought my own shit, like as a convicted felon, I bought my own home. You know what I'm saying? After being home 4 years, after being down 8, you see what I'm saying? And I put that work in for that. And you know, it's like, damn, I really did that. You feel me? You appreciate shit more when you put in work for it as opposed to a handout. And that goes back to the game with a lot of these women. You see what I'm saying? They appreciate shit more when they gotta work for it. You know what I'm saying? But instead, you got, well, nah, I can't say that. I can't say that. You know what I'm saying? I can't even say that. I ain't even gonna say it. But yeah, that's just me. Like I said, at the end of the day, who wouldn't mind being handed like motherfucker hand me $1 million right now? I'm not gonna give it back. Like, nah, I wanna grind my shit up. Nah, this ain't no good times episode, nigga. Give me $1 million. Yeah, that's me. Thank you, motherfucker. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if I could grind that up, you know what I'm saying? Shit, man, look here. So, you know, just be wary with the shortcuts, because I know fellas, man. I know fellas, and I've seen fellas, man. They constantly looking for the shortcut, constantly looking for the shortcut, constantly looking for the handout, constantly looking for the handout. And at the end of the day, I be watching how they move, man, and in damn near every facet of their lives, they be coming up short. They're taking the long way. It seems short, but it's really the long way. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to take the harder way. Nah, I'm going to let y'all have that, man. I'm going to do it this way. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm going to let y'all have that. I'm going to do it that way. Man, you crazy. Sometimes you got to you got to turn in the tray and hop up out that 6'4", man. Let me out. Man, let me out. Yeah, you got to hop up out that goddamn 6'4" and let them do what they do. And you do what you do your own way. You feel me? Well, that's just a daily dose of it, man. You heard me? Peace, love, blessings, prosperity, man. Y'all hit that bell. Subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think about these shortcuts in life. You know what I'm saying? Because they're readily available. There's shortcuts everywhere. But eventually, like, look at the shortcuts through the pandemic. Motherfucker ran that shit up like a motherfucker. But at the end of the day, a lot of them had to come back and pay the piper. You understand me? Yeah, they had to make that payment. They had to make that payment for taking them shortcuts. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying be on no square shit, no holier than thou shit. I'm just saying, just know reaping what you sow is a real thing. So if you taking a shortcut, just know whatever you prosper or whatever you gain from that shortcut can more than likely be taken away. What that shortcut, however fast you got what you obtained by you utilizing that shortcut, can be taken away even faster than you went on that shortcut. I know one dude, I know him, did like 15 years, came home, ran that shit up crazy. Ran that shit up crazy. I'm talking, ran that shit up stupid, unbelievably stupid. Now that motherfucker got like, I think 25 years, and he wasn't even out 5 years. You see what I'm saying? Shortcuts. It ain't never what you do, it be how you do it a lot of times. You feel me? It ain't never what you do, it be how you do it sometimes, you know? So he paying like a motherfucker. He had to make that payment. He making the payment through his freedom, for one. He making that payment because they took houses from him, they took cars from him, they took this from him, they took that from him, they took multiple cars from him. You know what I'm talking about? Through a shortcut. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no, you know, shortcuts is everywhere. Like I say, the guy getting a job and trying to cut everybody's throat just to make it to a manager position or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's a shortcut as well. I've seen guys take shortcuts at jobs and shit. Next thing you know, they get themselves crossed the fuck out. Made it all the way from the bottom to the goddamn top of as far as you can make it at the job. Then cross their goddamn self out. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times when it comes to people taking a shortcut, or when it comes to taking a shortcut, it's some kind of underlying issue which makes the person take the shortcut. And usually it's greed. It's usually greed. It's usually some form of gluttony, you know what I'm saying, that'll make a person take a shortcut, you know what I'm saying? Usually, maybe a habit, you know what I'm saying? But it's some kind of underlying issue. And that underlying issue alone will make that road so much longer because the underlying issue is not being addressed. It's not being attacked. It's not, whatever that disease is not being cured. It's just spreading like a cancer throughout the mindset. You see what I'm saying? So, just beware. I'm not saying something going on with you, because we all like to get things a little quicker than we all like. Who don't like a good shortcut? Man, I could take this way instead of getting on the highway. And who don't like a shortcut? I'm just saying this. When you take these shortcuts in life, be mindful. You know what I'm saying? Be mindful. Think that shit through. What's the saying I seen the other day? It doesn't. I forgot. I ain't even gonna say it and fuck it up. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, I got my phone. But you gotta be mindful, man. It does. Hold on. Yeah, hold on 1 second. I'm trying to figure out the saying because it's some dope shit. I can't type on this darn other phone too good. Yeah, I forgot the saying. Yeah, but basically, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I ain't even gonna go there because I kind of lost focus just looking for it. But like I'm saying, man, what I'm saying is this, man. I'm gonna end this video because I don't want to waste words. You see what I'm saying? If you taking a shortcut, man, have a plan. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna take the shortcut, have a plan. Think that motherfucker through. Think of all the bullshit that can happen. Think of all the bullshit that may happen, and think of it like it will happen. Definitely don't be a crash out. In any situation, whether it's some square shit at the job, whether it's some street shit, whether it's whatever. If you're trying to take a shortcut, think that shit through. You know what I'm saying? But most importantly, be man enough to accept whatever repercussions or whatever comes behind you taking that shortcut if it doesn't go accordingly. Just be man enough to accept that and deal with it. You see what I'm saying? And as long as that's there in place and you know, then cool, it is what it is. I'm not saying sit out here and work and be a slave and all this. I'm not saying that. You see what I'm saying? Do it the rest of your life. Do everything the righteous way. And I'm not saying that by a motherfucking long shot. What I'm saying, because like the examples I gave is just, it's all type of shit in life. You can take shortcuts. Motherfucker, people lose family members, and to escape grieving, they take the shortcut and go start using medications. Next thing you know, they're addicted to these medications. You see what I'm saying? And next thing you know, now they got a lifelong battle. Why? Because shortcuts usually lead to longer routes. You see what I'm saying? When they could have just sat there and faced the grief right then, dealt with it, slayed it, and got on with their life, they ran to the drugs. They ran to the medication. You see what I'm saying? That's what I mean by a shortcut. You know what I'm saying? Some things you just have to face, just like I was saying in the other video. You got to face demons head on. You see what I'm saying? Whether they're financial demons, whether they're spiritual demons, whether they're mental demons, whatever. You got to face them shits head on. Battles, you got to look forward to battles in life sometime, you know, because life going to hit you with these battles. You just got to win the battles and the war. You might not win this battle. You might not win that battle, but you can still win the motherfucking war. You see what I'm saying? Shortcuts aren't always the way. You know what I'm saying? Even though we think they are, shortcuts aren't always the way. Like, I broke down some shit one time where a motherfucker said dude made like, well, we ain't gonna get in that video long enough. But just do the math to shit. Do the science to shit. Blessings.